Dr. David Banner, physician, scientist, searching for a way to tap into the hidden strengths that all humans have. Then an accidental overdose of gamma radiation alters his body chemistry.
It's 14.
Cosmic storm.
How does someone choose a radiation career? How'd you get started? What recommendations do you have?
There's multiple pathways to the field of radiation safety, which is properly known as health physics. It's also an allied field to what's called industrial hygiene, which is chemical and biological safety. It has to do, health physics has to do with keeping people safe from the effects, unwanted effects of radiation.
I think the most important thing to remember as an educator is what your primary function is, and your primary function is to help students learn. That's the kind of ground zero that you're operating on. So when you're deciding, should I do this or do that in the classroom, really the only question you need to ask yourself is, does this help learning? And if the action that you're taking, if the assignment that you're setting, if the example that you're using, if those things help learning, then they're good teaching.
Well, all we know is the president has been taken off. That could mean anything.
407.
He could be ill, he could be injured. We have no...
Würzburg, Germany, November the 8th, 1895. The Institute of Physics at Würzburg University. Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen, the head of the institute, was working in his laboratory. Using an induction coil, Röntgen generated high voltage, which he fed to two metal electrodes in a partially evacuated glass tube. The tube began to glow. By chance, Röntgen discovered that a screen coated with barium platinocyanide was also made to glow when held near the tube. To find out more about this phenomenon, Röntgen wrapped the tube in black paper. The screen still glowed. It appeared that rays were being emitted from the glass, which could even pass through dense material. What's more, these X-rays, as Röntgen called them, seemed to be closely connected with the phenomenon of fluorescence. Röntgen collated his findings in a treatise entitled On a New Kind of Radiation. In 1899, the Curies received several tons of waste from the pitchblende mine in St. Joachimsthal in Bohemia. The uranium which the material had contained originally had already been removed for use in manufacturing glass. Marie Curie concentrated on separating the material while Pierre assumed responsibility for the analysis. Marie had undoubtedly chosen the more dangerous task, but at the time hardly anything was known of the harmful effect radiation has on living tissue.
For instance, Andrea detects some radiation and has to switch to the ×10 multiplier. She uses the bottom scale and finds that she is getting a reading of 13 milliroentgen per hour. If she had used the top scale, she may have believed the exposure to be 17 milliroentgen per hour. This is a common mistake